2 minutes to air. Kitty, will you please give Mr. Monopoly his dice? "60 seconds to air. Travis, you're wearing the top hat. No questions asked." This is Monopoly Season 2 premiere. Let's get it on, boys and girls. Travis, are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Yes, Monopoly, the world's most popular board game is now Monopoly the TV game. Here comes the players. The red player, Jason Meyers. The gold player is Yanni Pizzi, and the green player is Scott Michaels. Here's guest Mr. Monopoly, me, and here's your host, Cutter Ferguson.
Hey, everybody, welcome back once again. Yes, we were not canceled. That is right, we are back once again. It is the Season 2 premiere of Monopoly. It is good to see everybody back, looking sharp, looking spiffy. And yes, they allowed me to keep the job, and you notice there's a new paint job out here. That's right, we blasted out all the old asbestos and took the lead paint off and put a new coat on the screen. It is beautiful. But there's not a new coat of paint on me. Trust me, there's enough asbestos covering me up that the mesothelioma commercials are just sweating to try to get to this lawsuit. But with that being said, we are back here again, and it is good to be back with all of you. We heard you. We heard that you loved the Season 1 of Monopoly. So this season, you're going to see it from beginning to end right here on the MVG Productions live stream. So yes, it is good to be back. And we have brought back our champion from Season 1, our final champion, excuse me. The actual champion from the tournament, Russ Bielefeld, couldn't be with us. But we did bring back our champion from the final regular season episode. And he's in the red podium, and it is Mr. Jason Meyers. Jason, welcome back to Monopoly.
Thank you.
So, Jason, as we said, you were the final champion of the regular season last season. We've not been here since, man, I believe March, April. Do you think you still remember how to play?
You put houses on things, you put hotels on things, and you do other things.
And after that, you become president. No. All right, so.
No.
All right, so Jason, it has been a while since everybody's seen you here on the Monopoly stage. So go ahead and remind everybody about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and what you think about when you go to bed at night.
Well, I was born under the right side of a cow. I like getting checked in with the luggage at the airport because it's dark down there and don't have to worry about bright lights. On the serious side, I'm from Metairie, Louisiana. I'm a meat cutter by day. At nighttime, I'm a sleepaholic.
And
So,
hey,
yeah.
make sure everybody understands he is from Metairie. You'll see it. If you tell him he's from Meyers, he will make fun of you. And
Maybe.
that's probably because of the hoof print on the side of his forehead, but we're not going to talk about it. So, Jason,
Damn,
good luck
Kitty
to you.
Burger,
Let's
what the
see.
hell? I told you to take the hoofs off.
Yeah. Let's see if you can hold on to that championship. You've got 2 players that you're going up against tonight that they're going to do everything they can to stop you. So we're going to start next in our yellow podium. He comes to us from the
That's
state
gold.
of New Jersey. Oh, gold, yellow, I don't care. It's Gianni Pizzi. Gianni,
Oh,
welcome
dude,
to
good to
Monopoly.
be here. Hello.
So, Gianni, let's clear things up first because I've heard it 13 different ways to Sunday. Will you please clear it all up for everybody, including those people that host here? Pronounce your last name for us.
Peasy.
So it is Pizzi, not Pissy, for those of you that have referred to him as Gianni Pissy in your intros. It is Pizzi. So with that, Gianni, I don't honestly remember. I'd have to go through my book of names and stuff. Did you play with us in season 1?
I think I did play a couple times, yeah.
Let's see. Yes, now that I'm looking, you were in episodes 15 and 24. So yes, you were with us. So Gianni, are you ready to play this game?
Sure.
Do you have what it takes to take down Jason Meyers?
I hope so. Let's see what I can do.
And the most important thing, were you born under any side of the cow?
Not that I know of.
Not that you're aware of.
Probably.
Okay, so then with that, go ahead and tell everybody, same question for you. Where are you from? What do you do? And what do you dream about at night when you go to bed?
Well, I am from Westfield, New Jersey. I'm a college student there by day. By night, I am a fit follower of the band Fish on tour. And dream about at night, yeah, I mostly dream about concerts and going to Fish a lot.
Okay, well, hey, that is sounds like a lot of fun there. Well, hopefully you'll win enough money here tonight to be able to, hey, nothing else, just join them as a groupie and follow them around year-round. So, good luck to you. And then finally, we move over into the green podium, or whatever color it is Travis wants to try to say that it is. He is back once again to see if he can break his losing streak of 8 consecutive losses. It's Scott Michaels. Scott, welcome back to Monopoly.
Hi.
So yeah, Scott, as we take a little walk down memory lane, and I'm incorrect. You've actually lost 7 times. So last season you lost in episodes 2, 4, 8, 11, 16, 20, and 23. What's going to make tonight any different?
It's season 2 and not season 1.
Well, and allow me to rewind. You have lost 8 times because you lost in the tournament as well.
TOC.
So, yeah, you did lose the TOC. I forgot about that. So, at this pace, they're going to have you on SportsCenter for this losing streak if it keeps up. So,
I'm the 2016 Browns at this point.
well, yeah. Be careful because by the time Jason's done with you, there may be a little extra brown hanging around. But we're not going to talk about that either. So Scott, if you would, go ahead and tell us where you're from, what you do, and what keeps you up at night.
Yeah, I am Scott Michaels. I am from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I am a college student. What keeps me up at night? What doesn't is the real question. My dreams get real wacky, so what keeps me up at night is trying to figure out what the hell I just dreamed about.
So the question is, do your dreams keep you, or are your dreams wacky, or are you whacking in your dreams? But we're not going to talk about that either. So Scott, we wish you the best of luck as well.
Oh my God.
So
That reminds me of my
little-
45th wedding night.
That's right. Thank you, Johannes Bergman, for that little throw out there. But we are going to go ahead real quick. We've had a new way that our players this year are buzzing in for season 2. So Jason, let's see if we got you set up correctly. Fantastic. So let's clear that.
Yay, new buzzer.
And yeah, things may be a little slow here tonight because I'm getting used to new software as well. So Gianni, if you'll buzz in. Fantastic. And Scott. Fantastic. Now, if you mess anything up, it's your fault, and you will be deducted $372 for it. But with that being said, let's get into this, and let's remind everybody how it is done. This is round 1, the acquisition phase of the game. And ladies and gentlemen out there, you will know something different. You're not going to see our old pal, Rich Uncle Pennybags going around. I believe that's his name. Going around the board this season. The software is a little different, so he won't be prancing around as we go. But as we go through there, of course, I have got Travis, who will be keeping an eye, making sure that I'm on the correct property because it is a lot to keep up with. So, as a reminder, how we do the acquisition phase, we are going to be stopping at each and every property. As players get these properties correct, however, it will not light up as being theirs whenever they get a question correct. So do please keep that in mind. But once we have it to where both properties have been answered from there, if someone owns both properties, they will take control of the monopoly and get the combined value, which you do see on your screen, which will help us out this year. I'll be able to go a little faster with the game. If more than one person owns a property in that group, then we will have a showdown to see who winds up taking the property group. So with that said, I think we're ready to go. So let's get it started. We are going to start on Mediterranean Avenue. This is a $60 property, and here is the first question of season 2. In the nursery rhyme, Rub-a-dub-dub, how many men were in the tub? Scott.
3.
3 is correct. Well done. $60 comes over to you. Now we move over to Baltic Avenue. That's also a $60 property with this question. In literature, from which country does Hellenistic writing come from? Jason.
Greece.
Greece is correct. Well done, sir. $60 comes over to you. So now Jason and Scott, each one of you own a property here, so we're going to have a showdown. All right, all it is going to take at this point is next correct answer will steal it from the other person. So again, things may be a little different this year. Get used to it. Here we go. Showdown for Jason and Scott only. Gianni, go ahead and take your little nap over there and have a piece of pizzy on me. All right. Here is your question. What P is the name of a person who operates puppets? Jason.
Puppeteer.
Puppeteer is correct. And Jason, we are going to give you that. We'll just go ahead and call it this season the Brown Property Group. And with that comes the $120 of combined value, giving you $180. We now move over into the Light Blue Property Group. And starting here, we have got Oriental Avenue. This is a $100 property. Here comes your next question for all 3 players. In science, the 2 poles of a magnet are known as north and what? Scott.
South.
South is correct. $100 coming over to you brings you up to $160. Next, we move over to Vermont Avenue. This is a $100 property. Next question. In the animal kingdom, which very large mammal has a long muscular trunk and can be eaten? And that's Jason.
Elephant.
Elephant is correct. Jason, that gives you $100 and the Vermont property. We now move over to Connecticut Avenue. This is a $120 property with this question. According to tradition, Which popular color for a wedding dress symbolizes virtue? And that's Scott.
White.
White is correct. All right, brings you up to $280, Scott. Well done. All right, so again, Scott and Jason, you will be playing for this Monopoly. Scott, you only need one more correct answer. Jason, you're going to need two. Gianni, again, go ahead and take a nap. All right, here is your first showdown question, Scott and Jason. What type of food is Edam? Scott.
Cheese.
Cheese is correct. Well done, Scott. You have taken the light blue property group. And with that comes $320 of combined value, which takes you up to $600. We now make the turn over onto 2nd Street, and we go to St. Charles Place. St. Charles Place has a $140 value. All players are now back in with this next question. In biology, how many senses do humans traditionally have? Gianni.
5.
And 5 is correct. And looky there, his buzzer does work. $140 comes over to you, Gianni. We now move over to States Avenue. Another $140 property. Next question. In religion, complete the name of this commemorative day in the Christian calendar. Palm blank. Scott.
Sunday.
Sunday is correct. Another $140 comes over to you. You're now up to $740. We now move over to Virginia Avenue. Virginia Avenue is a $160 property as I type it in over here. All right. With this next question. Go ahead and get your giggles out now, guys. Do it now. Jason, Gianni, and Scott, get your giggles out. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. In music, our harmonica is also known as a mouth what? Scott.
Organ.
It's a mouth organ. That's right. Scott, $160 comes to you, takes you up to $900. All right, so Jason, you're going to be taking a rest on this one. Scott, you need one correct answer to take the magenta properties, and Gianni, you're going to need 2 in a row. So here we go. Again, just a reminder, I should have said this earlier, but on showdown questions, there is no loss of money for an incorrect answer. So do keep that in mind. On regular questions, there can be loss of money, but not on showdown. All right? So here we go. If there are 12 bottles of wine in a case, and you need 36 bottles for a party, how many cases must you buy? Scott.
3.
3 is correct. And Scott, you have taken that Monopoly. So we will give you the magentas. And coming with that is $440 of combined value, which takes you up to $1,340. This is so much fun not having to mess up the scoreboard constantly. All right, let's continue on. We now move over to the orange properties, and we start at St. James Place. St. James Place is a $180 property. All players are back in. Next question. In pastimes, what is made by repeatedly dipping a prepared wick into wax? Scott.
A candle?
A candle is correct. $180 comes over to you. You're up to $1,520. Next is Tennessee Avenue, another $180 property with this question. In football, Barcelona is a team in the domestic, and that's Gianni.
Spain.
Spain is correct. The rest of that question, the domestic league of which European country? Spain is correct. $180 comes over to you, Gianni. Takes you up to $320. And Travis is going to hope you somehow get another $100. All right, Next up is our final orange property on 2nd Street, which is New York Avenue. This is a $200 property with this question. In fashion, in the saying, top hat and tails, to which item of clothing does the word tails refer? Jason.
Tuxedo.
I'm going to need you to be more specific.
A tuxedo coat.
Correct. Coat is what we are looking for. Well done. $200 coming over to you. Takes you to $480. And looky there, all players have one correct answer, which means all three of you will be in the showdown. You're going to need two correct answers to take the orange property group, and it's $560 of combined value. Again, your two answers do not need to be consecutive. You just need to be the first one to get to two. So here we go. Again, all three players are in. Here comes your first showdown question. In food, tortilla is a type of bread, and that's Scott.
Mexico?
Mexico is correct, you lucky bastard.
Oh, hello.
Agreed.
And unlike many shows you see here at MVG, I will not continue reading the question once they buzz in because I like to see them sweat. All right, Scott, you have one correct answer. One more gets you the orange. Jason and Gianni, you are still alive, however. Next question. What is the popular name for the type of gas used in riot control because of the effect? And that's Jason.
Tear gas.
Tear gas is correct because of the effects it has on the eyes. All right, so Jason, you now have one. You need one more. Gianni, you can still do this. All right, next question. In the United States, AFL stands for the American Federation, and that's Scott.
Oh, God. Liberty?
No, I'm sorry. Gianni or Jason, the American Federation of what? All right, time on that one. It is the American Federation of Labor. Labor. And just to clear that up for Jose Cosres, no, that does not mean for pregnant women. All right,
No.
so let us continue on. And yes, if you notice over in the corner of this season, we have Jose Cosres is sitting over on the side with the dunce cap on. Here we go. Next showdown question.
Yes, I know it.
Yeah. Try not to talk with the microphone inside your mouth. Here we go. Which 19th century Danish author is famous for the fairy tales The Little Mermaid? And that's Scott.
Hans Christian Andersen.
Hans Christian Andersen is correct. Well done, Scott. You are going to get the orange properties. And with that comes $560 of combined value, which brings you up to $2,080. Well done. We now turn on to 3rd Street, and this is our red property group, and we start with Kentucky Avenue. This is a $220 property, and here comes your question. All players are involved. What type of animal is a barbell? Gianni.
Fish.
It is a fish. Well, go figure. Fish, fan, fish. Yeah, okay. Oh, well done, Gianni. You get that one. $220 comes over to you. You're up to $540. We now move over to Indiana Avenue. $220 property. Next question. According to the saying, you should be careful not to throw what out with the bathwater? Jason.
Never mind.
Gianni Scott. Gianni.
The baby.
The baby. Although Jason just threw the baby out. $220 comes over to Gianni.
Bye, Jose.
Well, if I didn't have 17 windows open right now, I would do the crying sound effect. I'm going to have to get that. All right, so we now move on to the final red property. This is Illinois Avenue. It's a $240 property with this question. In geometry, how many sides of equal length does an isosceles triangle have? Scott.
2.
2 is correct. $240 comes over to you, Scott, taking you to $23.20. All right, Jason, you're going to be taking a little break here. Scott, you're looking to get your 4th Monopoly in a row. You're going to need 2 correct answers. Gianni, you're in good shape here. You only need 1 correct answer. So here we go. First showdown question. In film, what is the stage name of Carlos Estevez? And that's Scott.
Oh God.
3, 2,
Groucho Marx.
1. No, time. I'm sorry, Gianni. It's a free guess for you.
Emilio Estevez?
No, I'm sorry. It's Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen. All right. So another question coming your way. In food, what is the main meat ingredient in moussaka? Scott.
Beef.
No, I'm sorry, Gianni.
Lamb?
Lamb is correct. Gianni, buzz in for me. And
Lamb?
Gianni, congratulate. Oh yeah, you're good either way. You got it right. So congratulations, Gianni. You got it. We're going to give you that red property group, your first one. With that comes $680 of combined value, taking you up to $1,440. All right, let's continue on into our yellow property group. We start with Atlantic Avenue. It is a $260 property. Next question, gentlemen. Okay, and I will say be very specific with your answer here. In language, Afrikaans is one of the official languages of which country? Jason.
South Africa.
South Africa is correct. $260 for that property come to you. You're up to $740. We now move over to Ventnor Avenue. Another $260. Next question. Okay. If an aerosol can contains propellants other than CFCs, it often has the words ozone what printed on it? Jason.
Hazard.
No, I'm sorry. That's actually going to cost you. First time that's happened today. Cost you $260. Gianni or Scott? Gianni.
Ozone layer?
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you as well. All right. Scott, do you want a shot or move on?
Move on.
All right. So the correct answer there, I would have accepted safe or friendly. Safe or friendly. All right. So we're now going to have to cut that property value down in half. It is now a $130 property for this next question. In math, how many grams are there in 2.5 kilograms? Scott.
2,500.
2,500 is correct. So, Scott, that gives you $130, taking you to $2,450. We now move over to, let's see, that's going to put us on Marvin Gardens now.
Correct.
Yeah, $280 property. Next question. Let's go with this one. In which country is the resort of Benidorm located?
Repeat that.
In which country is the resort of Benidorm located? That's Benidorm. Benidorm. And that is, yeah. I'm gonna try something real quick. Okay, never mind. That's not what I wanted. Okay, not going to count that against you. I wanted to see if it would let me do something different. Okay, so nothing there. Correct answer on that one is Spain. It's in Spain. All right, we're going to cut that property down to $140 now for your next question. What type of car features prominently in the 1969 film The Italian Job? Jason.
Ferrari.
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $140. Takes you to $340. All right, Gianni or Scott? 3, 2, 1. Time on that one. Correct answer is the Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper.
Oh.
I'd have had the other one wrong too. So.
Yeah. All right. Let's try another $140 question. In math, give me 3/4 as a percentage. Scott.
75%.
75% is correct. $140 comes to you, takes you to $2,590. So, let's see. Scott had 2, and
Gianni. Oh.
let's see.
I don't
I'm
think
going
I got
backwards.
one.
No, let's see. That would have been Jason had the other one.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Red die. Jason.
Yep. All right. So, Jason and Scott here, you're going to be in a showdown. Jason, you're going to need 2 correct answers to take the yellow property group. Scott, you only need 1. Here comes your next question. What is the first name in full of defeated U.S. presidential candidate Al Gore? Jason.
Albert.
Albert is correct. Jason, 1 more correct answer, and you've got yellow. Scott, you need 1. In human biology, what S is a series of small bones that protect the spinal cord and and that is Scott.
The spine?
The spine is correct, and Scott, you have done it. You have taken the yellow property group, and with that comes $800 of combined value, taking you up to $33.90. We now make the turn onto 4th Street. We start off here on a very specific avenue. That's right, I didn't forget it. It's Pacific Avenue. It is a $300 property, and it comes with this question. In nature, what is the name of the soft-bodied, legless fly larvae that are often found in decaying matter? Scott.
Maggots.
Maggots is correct. Takes you up to $36.90. Next, we've got North Carolina Avenue, the home of our one Brandon Scruggs. $300 for this question. In the musical Grease, what type of vehicle was being sung about in the song? And that's Gianni.
The T-Bird? Thunderbird?
Thunderbird or car, we would have accepted car. That is correct. In Grease Lightning. So Gianni, $300 comes over to you, takes you to $14.80. Next up, we've got the home of the president, Pennsylvania Avenue. $320 property with this question. In geography, what sea is a country in Southeast Asia situated between Thailand and that's Scott?
Cambodia?
Cambodia is correct.
Woo!
So, forgot to retype the number here. Boom, there we go. $320 coming to you. Takes you up to $4,010. All right, so Scott has 2 correct answers. Gianni has 1. Showdown time. Scott, you need 1. Gianni, 2. Here comes the next question. What is the path of a planet around its sun called? Scott.
Orbit.
It's orbit. That is correct. And Scott, you have taken the green property group. And with that comes $920 of combined value, which is going to take you up to $4,930. Holy cow. We now move over into our final property group here in the acquisition phase. It's the dark blue properties, and we start with Park Place. It is a $350 property with this question. Which war involving Great Britain took place in 1982? I'm sorry, that was the Falklands War. The Falklands. All right, we're going to have to cut that down in half, and I'm sure right now y'all are saying, what the Falkland? Mm-hmm. Yep, we're going to roll with that. All right, here we go. We're going to continue now. So it's now a $175 question until we get a correct answer. Here comes the next one. In pop music, which artist released an album entitled The Immaculate Collection in 1990? Gianni.
George Michael?
No, I'm sorry, and unfortunately, that's going to cost you $175, taking you to $1,305. Jason or Scott?
Nope.
All right, time's up on that one. The correct answer was Madonna.
Oh, okay.
Every time I hear the song Like a Virgin, all I do is giggle. All right, here we go. Next question, still for $175. In food, what C is the name for a selection of raw vegetables served with a dip? And no, that dip is not Jose Cosres.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Time is up. That's a crudité. Man. All right.
More like
here
a
we
crew
go.
of bleh.
Okay. Here we go. Next question, still 175. In which country was the actress and model Isabella Rossellini born? Jason,
Italy.
that was worth the try there. You are correct. Italy is correct. 175 comes to you. You're up to 515. All right, players, we are on our final property, and this is the big one, Boardwalk. It is a $400 property with this question. Which U.S. civil rights leader came to prominence in 1956 by leading and organizing a bus boycott? That is Scott.
Oh God, Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. is correct. $400 coming over to you, takes you to 5330, and we will have a showdown for the final group here between Scott and Jason. Jason, this will be your second group. Scott, this will be your sixth. So here we go. Whoever gets one question correct first takes this group. Which American football player and former movie star was nicknamed Juice? Jason.
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson is correct. And Jason, you get the dark blue property group, and with that comes at $750, which takes you up to $1,265. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at where we stand right now. In first place, we have got Scott Michaels, $5,330. And again, let's say that's 5 property groups. In second, just barely, is Gianni Pizzi with $1,305 and 1 property group, and coming in third right now is our defending champion Jason Meyers with 2 property groups and $1,265. So we're going to go and take our first commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen, and when we come back, our players are going to have spent some money doing some upgrades to their properties by putting houses and hotels on it. When we come back, we're going to have our 15-minute big money round to find out who's going on to go once around the block for up to $50,000 right here on Monopoly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Monopoly. It is time to get to it. Let's make sure that, and of course, there it is, looking all pretty. All right, so yes, we are back. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happened. As you see, it's pretty straightforward. Our players have used their money to go ahead and fully upgrade all the properties and hotels. And the way that breaks down, of course, it is $50 for every house that they put on. If they put 4 houses on all of their properties, then they can then spend an additional $50 to then put a hotel on, which means it costs $250 for each property individually, to go ahead and upgrade all the way to hotels. So with that, again, let's take a look at the scores. Jason now is in third at 45, and we'll give you a quick update there. There was a misstep that we made on one of the properties where we did not take money away from Jason, and that was pointed out to us by one of our members here. So we did go ahead and subtract $220 from him, so he is now down to 45. Gianni is in second at 555, and Scott is still in first at 1580. So you will notice on the screen there, those of you that are watching at home, our 15-minute clock will actually be on screen this season for you to see. Those people that are in our Discord, they cannot see it unless they're watching the live stream. So if they're not watching it, they might want to. But with that being said, it is now time to go ahead and make an introduction. So we have had to have a new Mr. Monopoly hired, as our old Mr. Monopoly, Justin Ray, has retired for the most part from the game show scene. We appreciate all the service that he gave us in season 1. Our new Mr. Monopoly for the season will be Jason Meyers once he is defeated out of his championship spot. But until that happens, we have got a stand-in for him, and that is going to be Mr. Hiopoly himself, the announcer, Travis Coulter. Travis, welcome back to the Monopoly stage.
Fuck you, turd.
Thank you, Travis. I am married. But Travis, as always, it's good to have you here. He is our announcer. He will be rolling the dice for us in this round. Unfortunately, we do not have the dice up on the screen for this round. You will find as we get into the bonus game, I have made it to where the dice will show up on the screen there. But for this round, we're just going to be able to put up the timer. So again, there's going to be 15 minutes as we go around the board. Travis will give us the roll. Mr. Monopoly, Rich Uncle Pennybags, if I can get it out of my mouth correctly, you will see him going around the board in this round. Of course, if we land on someone's property, they will get a question. If they get it right, they will get the amount of the rent for that property for the hotel, as all of them have, that's sitting on it. If they get it wrong, though, it doesn't cost them any money, but then it will become a toss-up for the other 2 players, where they can try to steal the rent, but they do need to be careful, because if they get it wrong, it will cost them the rent money. Of course, we've got our chances and our community chest out there that will give some special things to the players, or sometimes even hurt them. And then we've also, as always, got those railroads that can lead to hostile takeovers, to where someone can change this game in a heartbeat. So, players, with that being said, we are ready to get this thing ready. You got your dice ready over there, Mr. Hiopoly?
Yes.
All right, so as soon as you give me that first roll, I'll put it into the program, and then I will start the 15-minute timer.
Well, how about we start our game off with 4.
Now, starting with
3 and
4,
1.
and with that, we will go ahead and get the timer started now. So, that is the oddest 4 I have ever in my life seen. So we're going to go ahead and hit one more, because what that did was it hit a wrong thing. So unfortunately, players, you have hit income tax. Travis, tell them what happens.
All players have to pay $200 out of their bank to the main jackpot.
All right. So with that, we're going to add that into the free parking. And I'm not wanting to do it at the moment, but that's okay. We'll continue on. Next roll, please.
Our next roll is 3 and 2 for 5.
All right, that takes us over to Connecticut Avenue. Tell us about it.
All right, that means our green player, Scott, you get a question, and since you have a hotel on the property, it is worth $600. Good luck.
All right, Scott, what is the name of the outer hairy cellulose covering of seeds and grains commonly associated with coconuts?
Fuzz?
Say what now?
Fuzz?
Oh, fuzz? No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was like, buzz, like, you don't need to. All right, so Jason and Gianni, it's now a toss-up. You can buzz in if you think you know the answer.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. What's the name of the outer hairy cellulose covering of seeds and grains commonly associated with coconuts? Jason.
Husk.
It is the husk. Well done, sir.
Oh, thanks.
All right, $600 is coming to you. Brings you up to 445. Let me clear the buzzer. All right. Next roll, please.
3 and 2. It's a 5.
All right, that moves us over to Virginia Avenue. Tell us about it.
All right, on the green property, you, Scott, have a chance at this question worth $900. Good luck.
All right, $900 on the line here for you, Scott. Here's your question. In which country did the ancient language of Sanskrit originate?
Oh my god.
Time, Jason or Gianni? That's Jason.
India.
India is correct. Well done. $900 coming over to you. Takes you to $1,345. All right, next roll, please.
1 and 6. 7.
All right, that takes us over to Kentucky Avenue. Tell us about it.
All right. And that means you, Gianni Peasy. It's a hotel on this property, $1,050. Good luck.
All right, $1,050 for you, Gianni. Here is your question. In television, Harry Who was the title and main character of the U.S. legal drama of the 1950s and the 1990s?
Harry.
Time, Jason or Scott?
Can you repeat the question?
In TV, Harry Who was the title and main character of the U.S. legal drama of the 1950s and 1990s?
I got an answer in mind, but I don't want to take it.
Time, it's Perry Mason.
Stop.
All right, next roll, please.
Big one, 5 and 6, 11.
Ooh, a big 11 here. And that's going to take us over to North Carolina Avenue. Tell us about it.
Well, Scott, while you're stopping in to say hi to Brandon, stop in your hotel and see if you can answer a question worth $1,275.
All right, $1,275 here, Scott. Here is that question. One of the earliest types of water pumps was known as an Archimedes what?
Well?
No. Toss up, Jason and Gianni.
Nope.
That would be the Archimedes screw. That was also the name of one of the moves I pulled in high school. All right, let's continue on. Next roll.
3 and 4, 7.
Uh-oh.
And that is Boardwalk. Tell us more.
Jason, you've got a hotel on Boardwalk. This is a big moment. This question is worth $2,000.
All right, here's your question. In math, what is 99 plus 199?
I don't know who buzzed in, but
Jason's turn right now.
yeah, it's my property. Get off my property. It's 198.
No, I'm sorry. Toss up, Scott.
$298.
It's
Damn it.
298. Oh, I'm so sorry. God's taking it. 33.80. All right, we're at about 9 minutes
Fine.
remaining. Next roll.
8. 6 and
Oh.
2. That was
Okay.
painful.
And we have passed go, so all players are going to be collecting $200, and we have landed on chance for the first time. And we pull our first new chance card of the season, and it is Advance to Boardwalk. So we're just going to hit some numbers until it gets all the way around there. So let's see, that's going to be 9 more, I believe.
8.
Or it should have been 8 more. Okay. Thank God we can go back.
You can't count.
Okay, we're going to pause the timer since I screwed that pooch.
Don't think the old keys still
And
work
sorry,
for that?
I was following the Corey Lawrence math setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There we go. Now we're on Boardwalk and we continue.
All right. Jason, chance to recover some lost money. Here's a hotel question worth $2,000. Good luck.
All right, Jason. What P is the name of the Italian fashion house founded in Milan in 1913? Toss up, Gianni and Scott. And Tom, sorry, you're going to kick yourself. It was Prada.
Oh.
All right, yeah, all right. Mr. Hiopoly, hit us again with another roll.
5, 6, 11.
All right, we have passed go there. $200 to each player. And I believe that has us, yes, that has got us in jail. Well, just visiting. So let's have another roll.
1 and 4. 5.
Thank you. And what do we have?
Oh boy.
Ooh. Players, house
Broken
takeover.
horn.
Turd is going to ask you one question. Hey, we got to throw it back. Turd is going to ask you one question. And if you get it right, you will have a chance to travel to any one property group. And if you are successful in answering the same number of questions as there are properties in that group, you will take it from that player.
All right, here we go, players. Hands on buzzers. What was the surname of Benjamin, the U.S. scientist, author, and philanthropist who invented the bifocal? And that's Scott.
Franklin.
Franklin is correct. So, Scott, you're now in hostile takeover. Who are you going after?
Browns.
All right, so we're going to fly around the board here. I wish there was an easy way to do this, but there is not. All right, so
Try to page up
All right.
next time.
all right, we start on Mediterranean Avenue. Now, do remember with this, if you get any of these questions incorrect, then you're going to be paying the rent over to its owner, which is Jason. So here we go with your first hostile takeover question. The term hibernation refers to an animal's period of inactivity in which type of climate?
Cold, wintry climate.
Cold is correct. All right, now we move over to Baltic Avenue. This is your chance to steal this property group. Here is that next question. What pea is the small dried berry of the pepper plant?
Did you say what, pea?
What pea?
Prune?
No, I'm sorry. It's peppercorn, which means,
Oh.
unfortunately, you are not going to be getting this. You're going to be losing $450. Whoopsie. And that $450 is going to be going over to Jason. All right, next roll, please. Next roll, please.
6 and 1. It's 7.
It is 7. All right, so I believe we are visiting jail again, so we need another roll.
5 and 2. 7, please.
Another 7. All right.
Yes, please.
And that's going to take us to Community Chest. So here we go. Our first new Community Chest. It's your lucky day, third place player. You're going to collect $25 times the dice roll, which third place, that's you, Gianni. So $75 or $25 times the 7 means you're getting $175 into your bank. Free and clear. All right, another roll, please.
2 and 4. It's a 6.
It is a 6. All right, that puts us on Indiana Avenue. Tell us about it.
All right, Indiana Avenue, gold player Gianni, you got a hotel. This question is worth $1,050.
All right, Gianni. In history, in which century did the American War of Independence take place?
The 18th?
18th is correct. Well done, sir. 1,050 coming your way takes you to 1980. Next roll, please.
1, 2, 3.
Simple enough. Atlantic Avenue.
And Scott, with the hotel on Atlantic, you can get a question worth $1,150.
All right, here's your question. In the television comedy Frasier, what is Martin's dog named?
Bingo.
Nope, sorry. It's a toss-up now for Jason and Gianni.
Oh, damn it.
It is not damn it, I can assure you.
Yeah, I know it ain't, damn it.
Time is up. It was Eddie. Eddie. Sorry, Eddie.
I kind of like damn it.
Yeah, damn it would have been a good one. But next roll, please. We're coming up.
Come
with
here, damn it.
left.
1 and 4, 5.
All right, 5. And we're on Pacific Avenue.
And with the hotel, Scott, this question is worth $1,275.
All right, Scott. In which sport would you associate the player Rod Laver?
Oh. Baseball.
No. Toss up for Jason and Gianni. What sport would you associate Rod Laver?
Oh, I got to guess, but I don't want to risk it.
Gianni.
Tennis?
Tennis is correct. You're up to 30. Let's see, 32.55. Excuse me. All right, next roll.
3 and 2, 5.
And that is chance. Our next chance card that we are pulling is Advance to Kentucky Avenue. And I'm going to pause this here. I don't want to pause them as I get myself around there, because this, again, is still new as we do this. Ooh, nice. So, Kentucky Avenue, one more. All right, I restart the clock now. All right, tell us about it.
Kentucky Avenue is gold. Gianni, hotel question, $1,050.
All right, Gianni, here comes your question. In science, what D, as in BAM, is the name given to quantities of information that are processed by a computer?
Data?
Data is correct. Well done. 4,305. Next roll, please.
6 and 2, 8.
Don't we get the 2 under for pass and go?
Excuse me. Let me go ahead and add that while Travis tells us about Marvin Gardens.
Marvin Gardens. With your $200 players, you, Gianni. No, that's wrong. Scott. They're the wrong colors. They mix together. Scott, it's gold. If you get this question right. $1,200 will go into your bank. Good luck.
All right, Scott. In which country was silent film actor and comic Buster Keaton born? We will allow you to answer.
Germany.
No. Toss up for Jason Gianni as the final answer of the game. Again, in which country was silent film actor and comic Buster Keaton born?
I'm trying to buzz in.
Okay, here, I will go ahead and buzz you in.
England.
No, I'm sorry. That is going to cost you $1,200. All right, Gianni, you want a shot? No, time is up. Correct answer. You're going to kick yourself. United States.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, and players, with that, we have come to the end of our big money round. Let's take a look. Right now, we have got Jason in third place at $1,195. Dot is currently in second at $3,530, and Gianni is in first at $4,505. But we are going to take our final commercial break of the evening. We are going to sell back the upgrades that they made to those properties. And when we come back, we're going to add those numbers in and find out who's going to win our game and move around and go once around the block for up to $50,000 right here on your favorite board game that's now a game show. It's Monopoly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Monopoly. It is time to find out who is going to win our game today. So let's get right down to it. We start with our third place player, Jason Meyers. He is our defending champion currently. So we sell back all of his upgrades to his properties, which nets him an additional $1,000. We're going to type that in over here, which brings his total today up to $2,195. Next, we go to our second place player coming out of that round, Scott Michaels. He came in with $3,530. We sell back all of his upgrades, which nets him an additional $3,750. We add that in, and that gives him a grand total today of $7,280. So it all comes down to this. Our player that was in first coming out of that round, Gianni Pizzi, he had $4,505. We sell back his upgrades, which gives him an additional $750, which gives him a grand total today of $5,255. But unfortunately, that's not enough. Scott Michaels, you have won the premiere episode of Season 2 of Monopoly. Congratulations.
I won a game.
Go figure.
I won
So,
a game
yeah.
of Monopoly.
You most certainly did. Congratulations to you. We will come back and talk to you in just a minute. I'm sure you will have plenty to say, but let's go and talk to our other players first. We're going to start with Mr. Jason Meyers. Jason, you finished up $2,195. You were a great champion for us, but today you just seemed to struggle. Tell us what was going on.
Stuff. I'll leave it at that. Stuff.
Yeah, stuff happens. Well, hopefully it was nothing here that messed up, because I'm sure if it did mess up, Davion would call us on it. But we're not going to talk about that right now. So, yeah, as we continue on here, yeah, Jason, you were a great champion with us. Hey, here's the good news. You're not leaving us here at Monopoly, because you're now just going to take your new home as our newest Mr. Monopoly here. I know that when we talked about you, were definitely excited to do that.
Yay.
Yay and stuff.
And
So,
stuff.
yeah, congratulations, Jason. $2,195. That's going to go into your, as James Doe would tell us, bang! And that you will hold on to that. And hopefully, after we make it through season 2, you'll be able to build up enough money through the season to find yourself in the Tournament of Champions this year. So, will we see you again behind one of those podiums?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Maybe.
we don't know
Possibly.
either, so
Could
we'll
be.
find out. Well, hey, good news here is you've not lost as many games as Scott. So, good for you. Thank you very much, Jason. Everybody make sure to give it up for Mr. Jason Meyers. He was a great champion for us. Next, we move over to our yellow player, Gianni Pizzi. Gianni, you gave it one hell of a run today. $5,255 was your total there. Gianni, I've got to ask you, kind of watching how things went there at the very end of the game, I know that you had an opportunity to kind of go for one at the end that could have put you a little closer to the win. What kind of kept you from going, taking a shot at that last question?
I don't know. As soon as I realized I fired him, I feel like I realized I knew it, but
Hey, sometimes that happens, and after the time runs out, we go, oh, crap. So I know that happens to me plenty whenever I play game shows around here. But, hey, $5,255 is nothing to sneeze at for a amount that you're going to carry on with you. Did you have a good time playing with us today?
oh yeah, I did, definitely.
Oh, fantastic. We definitely hope you're going to be back with us again later on in the season to see if you can't add to that total. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to give it up there for Gianni Pizzi. And now we go over to the human of the day. Scott Michaels, you have finally broke the 8-game losing streak. $7,280. I can tell you, this was a dominant game by you from start to finish. Go ahead. The floor is yours for a few moments. Tell us, how are you feeling to finally get that monkey off your back?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel a little emotional right now, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying so hard to win a game of Monopoly, and I finally got my win. I am so freaking happy right now.
Hey, you should be happy. Heck of a job there by you. And hey, now you finally get to play that bonus game. You don't just have to stand over there and roll the dice on the virtual set. You actually get to come down here and play the bonus game. So, hey, if you're ready, let's go ahead and walk over. It's time to go once around the block.
Yay!
All right. We're going to make sure everything is looking good and pretty here. All right. Going to take just a second. We're going to make sure that, oh, well, that would be why. Let's change that. Okay. So we're going to flip something right here. Y'all are seeing some stuff you normally wouldn't see. And that is because, we were trying to add the dice on the screen for you. We're actually, it's going to happen. Give me just a second here. This is a new feature that we are doing this season. We'll allow the dice to be up on screen. Yeah, we're gonna get this on here. You give us just a second. All right. So there's that. Now let's do this. So while we're getting this set up here, let's go ahead and explain to you how this goes. There we go. There is our dice. All right. And yes, I know you see one right now. There's going to be two in just a minute. But yeah, so Scott, you now have a chance to win up to potentially $50,000 to add into your pot. And here is how it works. You have 5 rolls just like that to make your way around the board. Okay, so as you are taking those rolls, for every step that you make it around the board, we're going to give you $100 in cash that's going to go right there into the center pot. At any time, you can decide to walk away with that money or you can keep going. But we're going to make things a little more difficult for you because as we go around here, there's going to be some additional go to jail spaces that we're going to place. We're going to put one on 2nd Street. We're going to put one on 3rd Street and then 2 additional ones on 4th Street. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Where would you like your one on 2nd Street?
States Avenue.
States Avenue. There's your first one. How about 3rd Street?
B&O.
B&O. And then on 4th Street, you got to place 2.
The community chest and luxury tax.
And luxury tax. There we go. So there's your 4 of those. So again, as you go through here, $100 going into the pot. You've got 5 rolls. Of course, if you roll doubles, you get to have a extra roll added on, which basically is just keeping that number from going down. We'll ask you after every roll if you want to keep going or not. If you ever hit one of the go to jail spaces, that's it. Game over. You lose any money that's in the middle of the pot. You only keep what you won from the front game. If you can make it all the way around the board and you pass go, we'll give you $25,000. But if you can land exactly on go, that's going to give you $50,000. And in all of season 1, including the tournament, it has never happened. So let's see if you could be the first one to let it happen. All right. So whenever you are ready, Scott, we're going to get this going. So you tell me when to give it a good old-fashioned roll.
Come on. Let's make season 2 opening really good. Roll them.
So your first roll is a 6. And I'm going back and forth between a lot of different things. So. And we're going to go one more. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. Let me
Page up 6 times.
And then. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is again all new to me. So there we go. $600 now going in. Holy crap. I promise we'll get this. All right. You have 4 rolls left, Scott. You have a bad roll now of, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is your one bad roll. Do you want to keep going or do you want to take $600?
It's my first time. I'm going to keep going.
All right. He's going to keep going. So your next roll is a 5. All right.
Oof.
So let's move him 5. All right. Takes you up to $1,100. You have 3 rolls remaining. Scott, right now, 2. So 2 is your only bad roll. Continue on or take the money.
I'm going to keep going.
All right. Then, Scott, your next roll is a 6. So let's move you 6. You're up to $1,700. You have 2 rolls remaining. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is your one bad roll. So you can go for it, or you can take $1,700. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go for it and hope I shoot higher than a 9.
All right, he's going for it. So let's give him his next roll, and here it comes. It's a 3. All right, moving at 3 here. So $300. You're up to $2,000. Here's where we stand. You've got one roll remaining, Scott. So you can walk away with $2,000 right now if you choose, or you can take one more roll, hoping to either get some doubles, or we're just looking to stack some cash up if we can miss the go to jails. Your bad rolls are a 5 and a 10. So 2 bad rolls sitting out there for you. $2,000 or take that last roll.
Just want to be sure if I roll and I land on a safe space, do I keep the money that I accumulated?
You will keep any money that you accumulate.
I'm gonna go.
All right, he's going for it. We wish you the best of luck, hoping not to see a 5 or a 10 here. Your next roll is... It is a 7.
I'll take a few extra.
So you are keeping $2,700, which means today you wind up with $9,980. Well done, Scott.
Thank you.
So, hey, that has got to feel good. Now, I will say, I think that is, so here's you another new thing. For someone that did not wind up going to jail, I think that is the lowest amount won in a bonus game yet. So, hey, there's you another thing you can put in your cap and call it macaroni. So, hey, Scott, you finally got yourself a win. You were able to take some money out of the bonus game. I know things have got to be feeling really good right now.
Oh my god. Like I said, I finally won my game after trying so hard last season to win a game. Never happened. Coming to season 2, fresh new, won it. I'm feeling amazing.
Well, hey, we are glad to hear that. Congratulations to you. $9,980 goes into your season. Bang! And we'll be back again next time to take on 2 more opponents. So we look forward to seeing you then. And now to Mr. Hiopoly, Travis Coulter. Hey, we had another good night here on Monopoly. I think it was a good premiere.
Yes.
Fantastic. So to all of you out there in the live chat that have stayed with us for this tonight, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us and to enjoy the season 2 premiere of Monopoly. You'll see us back again next week, Monday night. It will be somewhere between 11 and 11:45 Eastern. And, of course, that would means 10 to 10:45 Central. And the reason that happens is because of when I have to pick my daughter up from work. But, yes, you'll see us back again on Mondays and hopefully most every Monday moving forward as we go through the season, another 25 episodes strong. So, of course, make sure that you like this video and that you give us a subscribe here to the MVG Productions channel. Make sure to leave some comments. Tell us what you think about this. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. We would love to hear it. We're, of course, working out all the kinks here with our new software, but we've had a lot of fun. And as always, make sure tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a family member, and as Jay says, tell the whole world about MVG Productions, about Grandma Studios, and about Confused Grandma Productions. And until we come back again to find out who's going to go once around the block and, hey, possibly win $50,000, I'm your host, Herd Ferguson, and you sure as hell aren't. We'll see you back here next time for another episode of Monopoly.